Hi, I'm Lindsay from American Heritage Cooking, and today we're going to make double chocolate caramel ice cream. So the first step to making ice cream is making an anglaise, which is basically just boiling heavy cream and milk with some sugar and then tempering it into your egg yolks. So first we're going to start by adding our milk to a large pot, and then we'll add our heavy cream. And then a little bit of salt and our sugar. Now you can reserve some of the sugar to go in your egg yolks. So now we just gave that a little whisk. Make sure that our sugar is incorporated, and we're going to turn that on kind of medium-high. We're going to let that come to a boil. Meanwhile, I have some simmering water here, and we're gonna melt our chocolate because this is chocolate ice cream. So obviously there's a lot of chocolate that goes into it. So I like to pre-melt it. You can melt it in the microwave. You do you. So while our cream is coming to a boil, we're gonna whisk our egg yolks until they're nice and light and fluffy. And then kind of they get like a little pale yellow. And then right before we add our cream, we're gonna add our sugar. So our cream has come to a boil, and we are going to add our sugar to our egg yolks. This is just some of the sugar that we've reserved. The sugar helps protect the egg yolks when you add that hot cream. And what we're gonna do next is it's called tempering. So you're gonna temper some of the cream into the yolks. And what you're doing is you're gradually bringing the yolks up to the same temperature as the cream without scrambling them. And then we're gonna pour it all back into our pot. And we're gonna cook it to about 180 degrees or until it's started to thicken. It's pretty close to that. So we're gonna just pop that in there, see what it's at. 177. So we're just gonna keep stirring. At this point, you wanna stir constantly. You don't want it to stick to the bottom. You don't wanna burn your base. You just wanna give the eggs just a chance to thicken. Their thickening properties here. Oh, and here we are, we're there. Right now we're gonna add our chocolate. And you can whisk this in. Put our vanilla in. And then we are going to pour in all of our beautiful caramel. Yum. You can whisk it, but we're going to actually use an immersion blender, which is this handy contraption. And it's just faster and more efficient. So now that we've immersion blended or whisked together all of our chocolate and our caramel with our anglaise, we are going to go ahead and pour that into a bowl because it just needs to cool a little bit. Ooh, hello. Get all of the good stuff out. And we're gonna cover this with plastic wrap and then get that into the fridge to chill 4 hours or overnight. So now our base is completely cool and we're ready to start spinning our ice cream. So you wanna set up your ice cream maker, however that is. And this bowl insert, don't forget it has to freeze overnight. So a little bit of pre-planning there. And then just assemble yours however you assemble it. This one's super easy. And then turn it on, and we're gonna pour this in while the motor is running. And pour that in. So now our ice cream's ready, and we're ready to add in our mix-ins. So we're just getting a little bit more chocolate. And a little bit more caramel. Now you know when your ice cream's done, when it's almost to the top, it's kind of increased in volume and it looks a little bit more viscous and thick. It's been about 30 minutes and we are ready to pour it into our pre-frozen container. Pick up your ice cream maker, dump it out. Do you see how thick and nice that is? It's almost like soft serve. That's perfect. It's exactly what you want. Any longer and you run the risk of over mixing it on the sides. Whoops, whoops. And now we're gonna take this, we're gonna cover it with plastic wrap, and we're gonna put it in the freezer. And now we're finally ready to scoop our ice cream. Our double chocolate caramel ice cream is finally ready to eat, and I'm so excited. But you can always, if you're just feeling a little extra, you can go ahead and add a little bit more caramel to the top. Just gonna dig in here. Oh, it's fabulous. So creamy and smooth and chocolatey and rich. It's perfect.